started thinking of a number of things, mostly in reaction to now what's coming out about destiny. So, one of the key things was, firstly, environmentalists, your movement is very likely not going to survive what has come with MAGA and more of what is coming. It's just yeah. And let me walk through it. Let me try to walk through it all again, because what hit me is that once you see it, you can't look back. The issue that why people resent, say, like the Sierra Club in the first place, the Sierra Club would come up with some kind of concern about something. One of these was propane tanks that were leaking, mostly in rural areas where they use propane tanks. Well, so then you had to upgrade your propane tank. Well, these upgrades for propane tanks were exceedingly expensive. And then the regulations kept changing and changing and changing. A lot of these people, they were older people. They're in the rural northern part of California. The cities weren't listening. Nobody cared. Old people lost beautiful, beautiful pieces of land. And what ended up coming of it was, oddly enough, it would get bought somehow by whom? The Sierra Club. Yes. And there was an entire radio show dedicated on KGO, and this guy would walk through this regulation by regulation, because that's where he was from. He was from that timber country. So he would tell people, well, here's what the issue is with these environmental ideas you have, and he would tell them about the physics of it, because he was a nuclear physicist. His name is just, it's on the edge of my mind at the moment, and it will totally hit me. But anyway, he's famous, absolutely famous and infamous. I believe maybe his son actually has technically one of the most well-cited websites on climate change, and it goes by his last name. That's the whole thing that's bugging me out, is I should know this. But anyway, Destiny and Hassan showed something that was very important. The minute they got the money, no matter the principles, no matter the ideas, they started living that life. And now, the worst part of it is they're starting to also show that they're living that life in the way very much like you started to see with entertainers really in like the 1980s. Like these heavy metal guys in the 1980s, that they would be fundamentally quite licentious. And not only so much licentious, you could actually now find huge and long videos on all of the groupies, many of which were underage. Some of these groupies even were famously well known in like the world of kind of women around entertainers. And you're just seeing it in another generation. And that, from what ABBA's video showed, Destiny is relatively unapologetic about the idea that somebody might be personally hurt or there's emotions involved. It's like he's just having a good time. You know, he's just one of those, the polyamorous. He's polyamorous and bisexual, right? Something like that. It's not that that's just a word that covers up, socio or maybe even psychopathic, probably more socio. But, it is what it is, I guess. So it's real fashionable. And hey, when you get prescription drugs, those are the best. Anyway, so now everybody's getting to see this, so there's no more of this morality of the left. that they're these good guys with good ideas, and these are good people, and if you were to give them money, they would be good guys and do good things. Like, there's no evidence of this now. Not at all. Not in any way. In fact, this is kind of one of the things about the left, that it's like nobody fucks with them, really. Nobody fucks with their money. But the minute they get that money, they buy like a mega car. I mean, like, Hassan, why didn't you buy something that like is environmentally friendly? Why didn't Hassan build an Earthship? If Hassan was concerned about the environment, he could have afforded to have worked with Kirsten Dirksen and found the best designers of Earthships, and they could have done a whole project, huge project thing. I mean, oh my gosh, I could actually think that the level of content this kid would have gotten, the exposure he would have gotten, would have been fantastic. And oh my god, yeah, that's freaking dope. Wait, you gotta see it. Yes, I dig it. I like it. Oops. I'm almost gonna get killed. Okay, there we go. All right, but why didn't he build an Earthship or build some kind of ecologically sound house? No, it's that he didn't, because that would be principled. And now you guys are seeing it in your generation. Just so you could understand it from Gen X to you. Don't have heroes, don't have ideals. Rely on your principles.